Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel Digital Indian Guru. Today we are going to talk on importance of education. I'll be starting with a small example, right? Okay. How a sculpture is designed from a stone? It's a stone and no value for it. Yes or no? Because a normal stone no one will care it. Do we? But when the artisan put his hammer on the stone and start doing his creative work, then the value of the stone will get its reputation and value among people. People start praising it or worshipping it as per the person's creativity. For example, if he makes an idol of God, what we do? We pray for it. If he makes a stunning, beautiful idol, we praise it. Wow, super. You are just like a stone without education. Education is like a toolkit, just like hammer and other items. The teacher is just like artisan. Just understand, the artisan used the toolkit and make a stone into a beautiful idol. In the same way, a teacher is just like an artisan, and here the toolkit is education. If the teacher teaches well and make the student well educated and makes them learn, then he or she will be having a great respect in the society. Just like the idol after creating will have a value, same way, just like that. After your successful education, you will get value in the society. A well-educated person will have a great respect everywhere on this planet. Yes or no? Definitely yes. Education is the most powerful weapon to make the world better or worse. If you are using it the rightful way, everyone will be happy. If you are educated, you can easily understand a lot of things in the society. You can easily deal with problems. You can balance the life. Educated persons will know everything and know how to handle the life. Without education in the present world, it's very difficult to survive. Yes, it's very tough. In the olden days, they don't have access to education as compared now, right? But they have more knowledge through life experiences. That is one part. Okay. Teachers should encourage students not for marks. It's a part of education, we know, but they should teach how to gain knowledge that they can implement in real life to solve the problems. Okay, if any problem is coming, then they should understand how to solve the problems. Every student should think, why I am learning. That's the main part. What are the benefits do I get from this education? To what extent it will help me to solve my real life problems, so that they will have clarity on how to study and achieve their target. Always observe the outer world, how they are growing in their life, right? And most people fear of exams and think, what if I fail? Don't worry, nothing will happen. What will happen? Marks are part of your life, right? You will have chances, and marks are not your life. It's only part of the life. So, but don't ignore, study well. And if you look at other side of the coin, there are people without education and creating wonders, right? It's all about the dedication to your school. But if you say to your parents, I don't study, and show these examples, what is the response? What is the response? Never say such kind of things, right? Never see one side of the coin. Look two sides. If you study, you can do more compared to the people who are not educated. Okay, humans without education is just like killing their own life. Most of the parents know the value of education and struggling hard to send their children to good schools and want them to be well educated, right? They know the pain of not studying. We know many lives are spoiled due to illiterate. They don't have access to proper education, food, shelter. proper education will set some directions to our life. It improves our confidence level to combat the situations. If any hurdles coming in your life, it will help you how to deal with the problems. That is a major thing. It will help you how to live in the society. If you are educated, we can analyze much more better what is good, what is bad, how to deal the situations. There is a major thinking capability we will have. Right from the childhood, teachers and parents tell how to be polite, how to show respect to the elders. Moral values are taught at schools. If the country is having a good quality of education system and easy access to all, then the growth of the country will be faster and all people will be living happily. Okay, that is the main thing. And education will help the individual to progress well as to overcome challenges in their life, right? If you want to grow in your life and to access better opportunities, you need to be educated sequentially and learn the life skills and use your career development growth. You need to grow sequentially, right? If I say, when it comes to India, even after conducting awareness campaigns about education, we see many villages in the country that don't have access to education. Why it is happening? There may be a lot of reasons, we can understand, but we need to improve. Nowadays the government is taking steps to improve the level of education system. So in the coming years it will be growing further, right? Education will help you in many ways. Without our education, it's just like a boat in the sea without any direction, no direction. So we don't know where we are going, right? Do you know most of the people want to study and they don't have access to education due to various reasons. The major problem is, everyone know what is that? Yes, money. Yes, poor people cannot afford it to access education. They have eagerness to study and want to be a good position just like other people. But if you are not putting your efforts into your work 100%, the desired results or the progress is not up to the mark. Education can inspire many people. In our daily life, we see doctors, we treat them as God, policemen for protecting the society, the army protecting the nation. In recent years, many people are showing interest in civil service examinations. That's great. I know people are very sincere and studying 12 to 14 hours a day. Without education, we cannot produce doctors, engineers, scientists, agriculture officers, civil servants, policemen, CEOs of companies, army people, and a lot more. We can't survive without these people. So without education, the world is just like a dark room. You cannot access anything, right? So education is like a light. You can access anything if you have it. That is the main thing. Education is not only theory which is in textbooks. It's a skilled knowledge which you help in your life to lead happily, right? Only textbook is not the life. Whatever the skill you are learning, that is called education. If you have access to education, at least to a minimum standard, okay, at least to a minimum standard, it can help to the people who need it. Many people are suffering due to lack of education. Why? Many reasons why. Example related to money matter. I'll share one thing. A situation happened where taking money from other people, they don't know what is the interest rate or not having proper knowledge of interest calculation. They took 10,000 rupees, it's close to $130 from a money lender for a 5% interest rate. They paid for 6 months and gave off of the money on 7th month, that is 5,000. They paid off the money. They need to pay the remaining interest to the rest of the money. Already they paid 5,000 and remaining 5,000. But money lender asked for whole amount which is written in agreement. They need to pay for the full year. They don't know that. They need to pay the full amount. So what they will do, impression. They don't have education. They believe in hard work. A few people will have, but talking about the rest of the people who are staying in villages, who are not having access to education. They are busy in household works, no money, not showing interest, no proper guidance or no support to learn this education. Many people out there, they all know if they study well, they get a good position in society and everyone will appreciate them. Okay, this makes their parents proud. If you get a job with a good package in a well-known company, you, your parents, your friends, relatives, everyone feels happy and you have respect in the society. Even the people who ignored you when you are nothing, people come forward and praise you, saying, he or she is my friend, or he or she is our relative, depending on the relation with them. That's the power of education. If you are well good, then people start coming you and praising you. If you are zero, don't worry, you have the only one tool. What is that? Education. It's like a weapon, and I call it as a protective shield. Yes, if you have a good quality education, surely you will get nice job and you can have desired house, desired food, whatever you want, you can get it and your family will be happy. Every person, he or she learns their education from their mother. Yes, it's a universal truth and we should not deny it. Mother is the first educator. Learns a lot when you are a child. Please do comment if you think that the mother is the first universal educator. I accept mother is the first educator to a child. Then follows a father, teacher, relatives, friends, etc., etc. Next, education at schools and colleges will help to read, write, speak, listen and understand more about moral values and help us to how to be in society. Right? If you want to make our world grow, definitely you want to be educated and be a supportive to the nation. Right? Every country is great in its way of developing their standard of living. Right? For example, in India we call APJ Abdul Kalam sir as Missile Man of India. Right? We are highly developed in missile technology compared to previous decades. It's all because of Kalam sir's passion for education. Like in Swami Vivekananda, he's a great monk and every individuals are inspired by his words and his stunning quotes are excellent. And Kiran Bedi madam, she is one of the greatest lady and she is the first lady IPS officer of India. Really, it's a great, right? We have many examples who believed in education and reached their goals. Nothing can stop you and no boundaries in your way towards your goal if you have real passion and willpower towards it. Okay, it helps us to think in a different dimension. We analyze one problem and tries to provide 2 to 3 solutions and see which is the best fit for the problem. That's the power of education. Most people says Bill Gates sir is a college dropout, but do you know he had a strong vision and skill. With his willpower, he became one of the giant tycoon in the software world. Right? There are people who are college dropouts, but they had vision what to do for their future. Right? That is the main thing. Don't think that just dropping school out will make wonders. Okay? And if you have a big school, we get a good education, yes, most of the time. But what about our fathers, grandfathers time period? Almost every government schools, normal colleges, not much access to education as of now. Yes or no? Because now we have many things, we can access a lot of things. But they are the role models to us. Just like Einstein, Mahatma Gandhi, Vallabhbhai Patel, Bhagat Singh, Narendra Modi, Obama, Amitabh Bachchan, Oprah Winfrey, Mary Kom, Sudha Murthy, and many more. It's countless. If we tell the list, it goes on, right? A honor of respect to all the people. So, to get a good education, the main key is the teacher. Teacher should play a key role. Yes, a good teacher, whether he or she who dedicated their life to the students wholeheartedly, I'm saying they want to teach to the people in the right way with the right attitude and dedication, can bring a lot of change in the education system. Yes, that's for sure. And moreover, every student should show interest in studies. It takes time for some students to understand. We can understand, but they need to show interest. Okay, that is the main thing. Nowadays we have access to online education. We have online educational apps out there where we can sit any place and can learn. Right? It's easy compared to previous thing. Education can be accessed from almost every location. The life before millennium is different and after the millennium is different. You're seeing how the technology is changing in different sectors and also in education system. We all know how fast our life is moving in terms of technology and all aspects. Okay, in the coming future, if we don't have proper education, you can't survive in this world. Yeah, it's a competitive world. You need to do a lot of hard work. Always keep updating in your respective field where you can grow well. The coming decade, a lot of change is going to happen, and if you are good at education, then you will be surviving. It's not like in the olden days, right? You want a happy and stable life, study well and get settled and enjoy with your family members. Be self-dependent. It will make you confident and fulfill your dreams. If you are educated with good academics, then many doors will open and you can choose as per your interest. Companies are looking for talented people to hire. Many companies are funding to support free education. A few people working in companies and other different businesses were spending some amount on the poor people who are really interested to study. Proud of you in supporting the poor people. Really, kudos to all the people who are supporting. Education will help to solve real life problems in personal as well as professional life. If you are well educated and working, then for sure people will respect you. Right? And take my note, it's a cautious to all the parents, students and young people of the nation. I'll say, use your talent, but don't ignore your studies. Okay? All the best to all my lovely viewers. Signing off, your Digital Indian Guru.